The Haunting of Holloway Forest. In the small city of Eldridge, whispers of the haunted Holloway Forest echoed through the streets. Locals warned of a chilling presence that lurked among the twisted trees. One moonless night, a curious teenager named Mia decided to explore the forest, armed with only a flashlight and her bravado. As she stepped onto the leaf-covered path, the air grew thick, and an eerie silence enveloped her. Shadows danced around her, and the trees seemed to lean closer, their gnarled branches reaching out like skeletal hands. Suddenly the whispers began, soft, pleading voices that called her name. Heart racing, Mia turned to flee, but the path twisted and turned, disorienting her. The whispers grew louder, now filled with anguish. She stumbled upon a clearing, where she saw them, ghostly figures, trapped between worlds, their faces twisted in torment. Desperate to escape, Mia ran, but the forest had other plans. The shadows closed in, and with one final scream, she vanished into the darkness, becoming just another whisper in Holloway Forest. The city of Eldridge never knew what became of her, but the forest continued to beckon the curious, waiting for its next victim. Days turned into weeks, and Mia's disappearance became a haunting tale in Eldridge. The townsfolk, once curious, now avoided Holloway Forest, sharing hushed warnings to keep their children away. But the forest thrived on the stories, growing more sinister with each passing day. One evening, a group of friends, emboldened by the legend, decided to venture into the forest, determined to uncover the truth. As night fell, they entered, laughter echoing off the ancient trees. They armed themselves with flashlights and bravado, dismissing the warnings as mere superstition. However, as they ventured deeper, the atmosphere shifted. The air turned cold and the laughter faded. Shadows flickered at the edges of their lights, and the whispers began anew, this time more urgent, filled with a sorrow that wrapped around their hearts. "Turn back," the voices pleaded, but the group pressed on, fueled by a mix of fear and curiosity. They reached the clearing where Mia had vanished, and there the air thickened with despair. They saw flickers of movement, ghostly figures hovering just beyond the reach of their lights. Panic set in as the whispers grew louder, almost drowning out their cries. One by one, the friends felt an icy grip on their arms, pulling them away from each other. In a frantic attempt to escape, they stumbled through the underbrush, but the forest twisted around them, the path shifting like a nightmare. In their final moments, they glimpsed Mia among the figures, her eyes pleading as she reached out for help. But the forest claimed them, one by one, until silence fell once more. Holloway Forest stood still, the whispers fading to a soft echo, waiting patiently for the next group of curious souls to wander into its depths. And so the cycle continued, feeding on fear and curiosity, a haunting reminder that some places are better left undisturbed.